Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with Scrap Squad Sunday, and we're back after the wonderful 12 days of Christmas scrap lifts. We're back to regular Friday lifts that I do on Sundays, and this is lift number 43 of the year. So it is this original, which is a mixed media background and a cut file, and it was done for Silhouette for Paige Evans' design team by Christina Sales, and it was meant to highlight the beautiful cut file, and then she added vellum stars kind of overlaid on one another and a cute photo of her kitty. And I love that, and may do something similar to that one day. I really like the idea. I don't have a cut file like that, although I could probably find one and cut it. But being as everything is out of place because of Christmas decorations, I could not. Cutting something was out of the question. I love Rebecca Meadows' version of this. She fussy cut poinsettias and greenery out of Vicki Boutin's Warm Wishes and did this version, which is absolutely gorgeous. The whole idea is that you're doing half the page kind of on a diagonal, and you're arching things around into something of a triangle. So I'm going to use, I've become obsessed recently with using bright colors on a black background. And since my photo is of the town square tree in Alpharetta, and this, my son took this amazing photo after my birthday dinner last Sunday. And it has this beautiful black sky, and then the grass in the front is kind of, you know, the green still shows in the light that's there. And I thought that black, now if I put it like this, it would kind of get lost, I think. So I cut out of a scrap of the papers I'm using. The collection I'm using is Holiday Magic, and it's by Pink Fresh Studios, and it's from the December main kit at, I got it in my design team packet as part of the December main kit from My Creative Scrapbook. And so I'm using this with what's left over from my my design team layouts. And so it's sort of a design team layout and sort of not. Okay, let's see. Just to let you know, I have cut little pinwheel ornaments out of this paper, done a lot of fussy cutting out of that. And then the big pinwheels I've fussy cut out of this. I think this is all I have left of that. And the greenery, the color matched greenery, is what I've cut from the wreath paper, which is amazing. And I love the blue plaid on the other side. So I'm going to put that away, and I'll try to figure out some way to use that. I'm using a really large flare from Dotty About Flair, and I'm probably going to color match some sequins from SpiegelMom Scraps, just for the heck of it. So my idea on this is that I wanted this to be at the edges of the paper, and let me go ahead and glue it down. I kind of cut this out so it is still connected because I wanted the angles and stuff. Let me kind of I'm having trouble lifting this again because of those silly fingernails. I'm just going to get this as the base, and that's going to define the kind of the half that I'm going to be scrapping on. So I'm just going to do that right there, and that should... I need to get that right at that edge and there. Now, these others I cut kind of willy-nilly, just kind of as they came. And I actually thought about distressing the edges, but I think I'm going to leave them as they are. The contrast in colors is enough, I think, to give you, some depth and movement and all of those things that you try to accomplish by with foam, raising the... Okay, let me get that. And I kind of wanted some of them just to kind of look like they fell on there. And I want to put that down there. And one of the main reasons I didn't want to raise that is because I am going to have to overlap a bit with this photo. And let me go ahead and tape this down. Then we'll do the embellishing, and I moved it way down here out of view because I couldn't see to let's see, let's get that. Lined up properly. I'm probably going to overlap enough embellishments that it's not going to matter. I think I'm going to pull it out further this way, and I will put a little bit of foam on the back to prop it up so that if I want to have embellishments underneath it, I can tuck. Okay. There. I'm going to maybe bring it down a little. And my idea is that I would group these ornaments kind of overlapping there. So let me go ahead and I want to do the big elements to make sure I have room for them. And then we'll do the smaller bits. Okay. So next up, I thought I would put the big flare, and then what I've done is I've put a double layer of foam tape in the very middle so that I can tuck the greenery in. And we'll see how that works out for me. Down here, I've kind of cut some color-matched greenery. I have some packages. Let me see. do not tell me that I've lost a package. For those who watched the video where I lost part of my title, never have found it. So like I'm gonna kind of do something like that and kind of bring it around. But I want to be sure, well, I can do that. I can do that later. I can raise it up on more foam if I need to. And I want the greenery to have some foam backing, for dimension, of course. Put that there, and I'm gonna go ahead and lift that up. I'm gonna kind of curl the leaves a bit, just kind of bend them in. And if I don't like how they are curled when when the page is done, I can always flatten them out. But for right now, I just kind of want to be sure there's some dimension built in there. So I'm going to do that right there. And then the next color in line is pink. And I'm going to raise this up at this level. I'm going to kind of bend those leaves. This is such a pretty collection with brights and pastels. Let's see. I need to be sure that they're okay overlapping. I'm going to overlap that pink on the red. Okay. There. And then the yellow is going to kind of tuck in under that yellow ornament. And it has quite a lot of greenery. So we're going to see, I'm not going to put this one on foam tape. I think I will just put some liquid glue down at the bottom part to anchor it, and then I will kind of tuck that under, and maybe I'll have it overlap the ornament. Oh gosh, let's see. I need my popsicle stick to kind of tuck that in and burnish it down. Okay. Now, do I want it over or under the ornament? Maybe part over and part under? How about that? That's okay. That works. And then the green is going to have to kind of overlap. This kind of goes with this little green part, which really doesn't show much. I'm going to do this kind of right there. And then I've got this one, which is the teal color. And it can sneak in under there and still be kind of out here. And then I thought my title could go somewhere that looks attractive. I've already written it out, so I don't want to cover the writing. So maybe just kind of tucked in right here. And then I'll figure out where the wrapped presents go. I'll go right there. And this feels like Christmas is going to work as my title and my journaling block. And I just cut it from one of the cut apart cards that was here on this sheet. Lovely collection, really amazing collection. Okay, so now this tells me that the presents kind of need to go right in here. And I've got them on a foam tape backing. Let me just place them so that they don't cover up any writing. There we go. And then I've got this little green one to layer over them, kind of like that. And now I might want to prop that up with a little bit more foam tape under there on that one side. And I'm going to have to peel it off. And kind of do that. Okay. Now, let's I know I want these yellow sequins, and I think I'm going to follow these lines, these kind of shadow lines. Let me pour these onto something that I can drop them off with. Okay, and I'm just going to kind of take a few of these different versions of yellow. This is Citrus Twist, the sequin mix. And it's got some kind of flat finish, flat sequins, if that makes sense, and some iridescent finish, curved sequins, or cupped, I guess that's what you call them, cupped sequins. And I'm using both there and not really trying to line them up, just use them as something of an accent there. And I'm okay with that. What I really want is a kind of an overflowing, outpouring of sequins right in here to fill in this area. And I have a mix that I have made over the years of kind of leftover sequins from a million different places, and I may try that. Let's go for the red ones, and I'm going to pull the red ones out of this Strawberry Shake, maybe, and Mermaid Fiesta. And I'll get the pink out of Carnation Bouquet, and the teal out of Ocean of Teal. That makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna kind of mix up these flat red I'm just putting dots in random places. Some, you know, some of the sequins will be contained inside the border there, and others will cross over, and that's by intention. And I'm just going to kind of get those on real quick. These are flat, uncupped sequins that have a satin finish that are just beautiful. And this collection is, like I said, Mermaid Fiesta, and I'm taking all the reds out of here. I've used the reds on several layouts, and I'm going to be left with the beautiful holographic teal and the dark navy blue. So I'm taking all the mermaids out of my Fiesta, or all the Fiesta out of my mermaids. Okay, so those are all of that kind of red, and I've got some very different reds in the strawberry shake. So let me see if I can get this. This may not be the most efficient way to get the sequins back in the pack. It's better to have a smaller piece of paper. I don't happen to have one on the table, or at least to use the shorter end. How about we do it that way? Okay, and there's apparently enough electricity in the air that I've got a little bit of static electricity holding things on. I'm just gonna, let me pull these out here. I've got sequins that have fallen on the page. I think you get the idea of what I'm doing with the sequins. I may do the rest of it off camera, and I'll do the rest of these off camera. Right now, I'm gonna pull my Christmas mix. That I have made over the years. Is that it? That's not it. Here. Just a variety of red and white sequins. And I got a lot of these in dollar bins. So I'm going to try something different for here. I'm actually going to really load this up with glue. And then pour the sequins on. And there are mixed in here some little red gifts, some green gifts, and some red and green Christmas lights. And there are a few teal colored things in there too. And I think there may even be a purple thing or two, and maybe a little snowman or something. So I'm going to do this and kind of spread it out and press it down. And then we'll see what sticks. I'll just pour all the rest of this back into the package after I think it's dried enough. But there will be this little kind of, you saw the shape of the glue. That's where those sequins will be. So I'm going to stop the video now, and I will go finish these red ones because I think the glue may be drying. And then I'll finish these, and I'll see you next Sunday. Bye.